Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Alice the accountant. I'm a chartered accountant, but I'm passionate about all things personal finance and personal development. So if you want to know how to build wealth and level up your life, hit the subscribe button below. Okay, so I already made a video of things that I regret buying. So today I'm going to talk about things that I don't regret buying and that were actually worth it. So number one is a quality bed, especially a good mattress. Nothing in your life goes well if you haven't slept well. So you need 8 hours of sleep per night. I mean, it depends per person, but I know for me, I need around 8 hours per night. If I don't get that, it catches up to me. So for me, investing in a good bed has been so worth it. It changed the way I recover. It changes the way I focus. Before, we had a really hard bed and I found myself waking up in the middle of the night with pain. And then I was really awake and couldn't go back to sleep. And it really affected how I felt the next day. I was so tired. I couldn't focus. I found myself eating worse, less likely to go to the gym and making worse decisions. So for me, having a mattress has changed my sleep, which has ultimately changed my life. It wasn't the cheapest thing in the world, but I use it every night, so cost per wear is definitely still low, and it's been one of the most important investments that I've made in my well-being. Okay, number two, hiring a cleaner once a month. When you're thinking about whether to pay for a service or not, you have to think, how much is my time worth? For example, if I get paid $50 per hour and a cleaner is $20 per hour, then it actually makes sense to hire a cleaner. If you work a minimum wage job and your cleaner is $30 to $40 per hour, then it probably doesn't make sense to hire a cleaner. I live here in Spain and cleaning is pretty cheap. It can be around 10 euros per hour. And so for me, that is extremely, extremely worth it for my time and my sanity, because I do not like cleaning. If I got more money, maybe I would even hire a personal chef. I am not at that stage yet, but I really love cooking, but it does take a lot of time. So my message to you here is, if there's any service that you can pay for that is cheaper than what your hourly time is worth, then maybe consider doing it, especially if it's a task that you don't like doing. Number three is good water. And I don't mean going to buy plastic bottles in the supermarket. That is very bad for the environment. Plastic in your water is just not necessary. For me, it's two things. One, a water filter. So I have like a water filter jug. And number two, electrolytes. Electrolytes for me have changed the way that my body absorbs water. So when I just drink water from the tap or even from the jug, it just feels like it's not quenching my thirst. Electrolytes, my body's actually absorbing the water and the nutrients, and I actually have to drink less and I have less headaches. And yeah, so just investing in basic health things like water is really a good idea. I'll pop it on screen because I don't have it with me right now, but I have the bulk electrolytes and they have no flavorings. It's just potassium, sodium. It's just mineral and there's no flavorings. So it's super good for you. It wasn't expensive and I think you can get them in most countries. So I'll leave the link down below to those. Okay, number four is therapy. For me, I've paid a lot of money in therapy. I'm lucky that I have private health insurance, which here in Europe is an added extra because you can still get therapy for free through the governments of Spain, of the UK, where I'm from. But I have private medical insurance, so I could get it instantly, and I only have to pay 20% of it. Even though I've probably still paid a lot of my own money, it's been very worth it. Just talking through my problems, mental clarity, emotional processing, self-awareness, you can't really put a price on that. I also have been doing EMDR therapy for some phobias that I have, and that is also extremely interesting. I don't know how much it's working right now. I'm also doing it in Spanish, so not sure. But yeah, therapy for me has been very worth it. Okay, number five, I think you're going to see a trend here. It's all wellness related, but it's a good journaling system. So not everything worth it has to be expensive. Actually, I'll go get my journaling system right now. So my journaling system has changed. I did try the 1% diary from the Diary of CEO, and it was good, but it was definitely not worth the $50 plus that I paid for it. It's incredibly expensive and I honestly didn't really keep up to it every day. So there was a lot of blanks, a lot of misses. And yeah, I think you could have a diary that was cheaper. I think it was too structured and overwhelming for me. And I think that you could actually get better results just by writing it yourself. So this is my savior. This was super worth it. It was about $5 on Amazon. It's a time boxing planner. And you have 3 sections every day, which is today's priorities, brain dump, and a time blocking part. So it's just enhanced my productivity immensely. I time block my time and then I stick to it. And it has made me so much more productive in my life. Also, I have this 5-minute diary. So in the morning you say, today I woke up feeling, this will make today a good day. Today I'm glad that. Today my big question is. And then at the end of the day you say, I love that this happened to me today. Today I learned. Today I feel grateful for. reflections of the day. So it's 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening, like this. And yeah, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. You don't have to have it every day. You just write the date in at the top. So that is super useful. To be honest, I think a blank notebook would also work fine. Moving on to number 6, noise cancelling headphones. So I splurged on the Quiet Comfort earphones from Bose, and they were around €250. And I really loved them, but unfortunately I lost them twice on aeroplanes. One fell down the sea. I don't know. I've lost them on my travels. So I ended up buying the Bose in-ear earbuds that were purple, and they were much cheaper, like 100, 150, and I do not like them. So a message to you is that things worth buying sometimes can be more expensive. So the expensive Bose in-ear headphones were amazing and a game changer. However, I recently bought the JBL white over-the-head earphones. They were about €35. I love them. They're noise cancelling, not super noise cancelling, but they're pretty noise cancelling. Like on a flight, it's fine. And cheap. Super worth it. So nowadays it's so great that you can get affordable options on the market. I recommend getting those, especially if you travel a lot. Okay, number 7 was comfortable pair of leggings. Sorry to be basic here, but Lululemon leggings. I love Lululemon leggings. They feel like second skin to me, and it's something that I can just throw on if I want to go to the gym or if I want to go out for a quick walk. I don't want to think about what I'm wearing, with a tank top, and they're just so comfortable. And I've had mine for so long and they haven't lost their shape. One pair has got a bit bobbly, but the other ones haven't. So yeah, they're expensive, but for me, they're incredibly worth it. Okay, number 8, things that I find worth buying are travel experiences. So I know that a lot of people are really weighing up whether they should travel or whether they should save their money. And I would say try and do a bit of both. You can travel half the time and still save and invest at the same time if you make the right financial decisions. And traveling while you're young, I think, is very worth it because you don't know what position you're going to be in as you get older, and you don't know if you will miss that window. So I am incredibly grateful for all the travels I've been on in the last 2 years. I've been to India, I've been to Costa Rica, I went to Chicago, I went to New York, I also went to Thailand. It opened up my perspectives to the world, and I just felt so immensely grateful for this earth and everything that we have. Travel isn't always affordable, but when I've made it happen, it's always been worth it. So I really recommend, if you can find the time to travel and the money, then do it. Number 9 is a book summary app. So for me, reading a lot of books is like not really efficient. Like I don't have time to read the amount of books that I want to read in a short amount of time. So I find book summary apps are incredibly helpful. So things like Blinkist, I really love. I think you can get book summaries, Summarize It. There's a lot of different companies, and I really love Blinkist because you can still listen to the summary or read the summary. So you have the option whether you're a visual learner or an audio learner. So I really love this app, and I think it's very worth a subscription if you want to level up in finance and personal development and you just want to know about every book. Having said this, I do think it's still worth it to have a book on the go and make reading a regular practice. So right now I'm reading The Millionaire Fastlane. I've heard it's a really great book. I do think it's worth buying books like this too and stimulating your brain in that way, and sometimes you can like absorb the information better. On Blinkist, if you listen to too many books at once around the same topics, you may get a little bit lost or you might forget them. So I still think it's worth buying books, but Blinkist is a great app. Not sponsored, just love them. But if you want to sponsor with my 100 subscribers, then do it. The last one, number 10. I think this might be a little weird. Tying into travel experiences, I also wanted to mention yoga retreats. I've been on a few yoga retreats and they have completely reset my brain, especially the wellness ones that have like meditation and sound bath and healing and all this kind of stuff. Healthy food, all inclusive. They can be expensive, but for me, they've been super worth it to completely reset, and they've made me so much more productive, happy, healthy when I've returned. Okay, number 10 is an air fryer. If you haven't got an air fryer by now, politely, what are you doing? They are the best investment to make healthy, fast meals without the fuss. It is such a life upgrade. Okay, coming on to number 11, Taylor Swift tickets. Expensive? Yes. Worth it? Yes. Actually, for me, they weren't that expensive, but I did go 3 times. I went twice in Madrid and the tickets were around €95. And then I went once in London and the tickets were around £130, maybe €150 plus. Very worth it. So I ended up spending around $350 on Taylor Swift tickets, which I know is probably less than what some people spend on one ticket because a lot of people are buying them on resale. I was very lucky to get the tickets not on resale, to get in the first sale. Some of my friends had pre-sale for London and then normal sale for Madrid. And yeah, I'm just extremely grateful for that experience that I had, and spending your money on experiences like that you will remember forever is incredibly worth it. Okay, that's the 11 things that I bought that I think were worth my money. Please leave a comment in the comments box down below letting me know what you have spent money on, whether it be a little or whether it be a lot, that has completely upgraded your life and that was totally worth it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.